Now, before I started my spiritual journey, I was an angry, arrogant, and selfish man. After I surrendered to a spiritual life, I remained an arrogant, angry, selfish man. The difference was, now I was aware. I could recognize when I was reacting, behaving, and provoking negative, confrontational attitudes and beliefs and feelings. I had learned a method, and I continue to learn how to understand my thoughts and reactions. I was now able to discern how I felt, behaved, and related to those around me. And most importantly, I was able to listen to the messages and nudges sent by my family, friends, scripture, books, poets, saints, co-workers. They were all there for my attention. It was as if the doors of perception had been opened. Though the spiritual path was not new to me, the Catholic course was. Despite being married to a Catholic woman for 13 years, when I met and married my wife, after living a Protestant upbringing, I agreed to raise our family in the Catholic Church, in the Catholic faith. Little did I know that it was I that was to be led home. I grew up in a Methodist congregation that was in effect the social and spiritual life of my family. We grew up knowing and loving our brothers and sisters in the church. However, when I started to practice Eastern martial arts in high school, I was immediately drawn to the spiritual foundations of the training. This opened a new perspective for me as a young teen and eventually for my life philosophy. By the time I had married and had a family and I had grown weary and disillusioned with the same old salvation rhetoric and rules of the church, Protestant and Catholic. There seemed to be no purpose, nor faith, nor path for a future of hope and healing. Then we moved and found a new parish that offered an opportunity for renewal in the Christ Renews His Parish retreat. My wife convinced me to attend, and it changed my life. Listening to men who had faced the same challenges and conquered similar demons revealed a common understanding of how to approach these problems and a method of overcoming the guilt, sorrow, anxiety, and pain of life. I learned that 3 keys unlock the future of peace and abundance: forgiveness, gratitude, and faith. For me, these attitudes and beliefs opened the door for unconditional love, a love beyond desires and needs. Jesus taught forgiveness and compelled his followers to forgive others 70 times, 7 times. Quite shocking, since they were initially taught an eye for an eye. How could I ever follow that mandate? It was obviously beyond my meager humanness to attain. There had to be help, and it came in the Holy Spirit, helping me to see God in others, in myself, and as a force of love. The doors of perception were open. Had I not awakened to the spiritual journey, I would not have been aroused to the profound level of gratitude I now felt for the abundant blessings in my life. My wife, my family, my health, my friends, work, on and on. I am grateful for the sounds of nature, for the breath of a new day, for a walk in the park, the music I play and sing, the wonders I witness daily. Everything is a miracle. The doors of perception opened. A wonderful characteristic of my journey home to the Catholic Church is the lexicon and detailed revelation of the mystery that is our faith. In fact, one of my favorite terms is the deposit of faith, the body of saving truth. This elicits to me ideas of treasures and fortunes unimagined and previously unrevealed. I love this illusion because it reveals the good news taught by Jesus and his apostles, handed down through the ages of the church. This includes scriptures, sacred traditions, 2 areas that have proved continual sources of revelation for my spiritual journey. As I have sought to develop a close and personal relationship with Jesus, I referred to the sacred scriptures to unpack the riches and treasures buried there. Lectio Divina, a practice taught by the church, allows me to grow in knowledge of Christ and his teachings. The only way to have a relationship with someone is to learn about them. Reading and discussing the Lenten gospel readings in a small group taught me details about Jesus' life, his mission, and how to model Jesus in my own life. I grew in relationship with Jesus. The doors of perception opened. Today, I continue to struggle with anger and arrogance and selfishness, though with tools and beliefs, companionship and guidance from above. After all, that is what it means to be surprised, to be taken from above. Our language, tradition, and teachings reveal great mysteries if only we would listen, take time, appreciate, and live in the moment. Even the word religion can be unpacked for insights. It literally means to be bound together. Isn't that one of the fundamental needs we all share? To be connected? When I consider these truths and listen, I can release my anger and my arrogance and surrender to the love of Jesus and fall into a peace beyond all understanding.